So I got my little egg cups, whatever, planted up, and I will have sprouts growing in them soon. And those were the natural dyes. And this is probably what you're most accustomed to doing for Easter, is putting some artificial dye in to color some eggs. And these were the, what I did is I poked hole in each end of the eggs and blew out the yolk and the white. And then that was the free range run eggs that I bought that were brown. And so I noticed that when I was using the natural dyes from the various things yesterday, that it took me a long time and it was not dyeing my eggs very well. So I decided, well, from I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, I still have some food coloring in my pantry. I have a hard time throwing things out, even when it's completely useless to me. And it turned out it was not useless, because I decided to color these eggs. So I'm weighing them down with the various things so that I can try to get some better dye on them, and then I'll just flip them over and just like so. That should work out. A little bit of pink on the hands. Anyway, this is, I'm putting off drinking it because I don't want to drink it. This is 4 heads of living lettuce, and it pulped out to this. That's 4 heads of living lettuce. And I'm going to try it on Bun Bun because it doesn't look like it's all juiced out. I think he might want some of it, so I'm just going to put it in there, see if he goes for it. But anyway, I may as well down the hatch. Got a little bit of leaf in there. I missed that. Anyway, lettuce is probably my least favorite of the juices to drink. Maybe, no, probably dandelion, but it's close. Anyway, I watched this, Killjoys season 4, and that's terrible. It's, the big story is actually pretty interesting, but the acting is dreadful, and, well, that's the main problem, but all of the little, like the day-to-day dialogue or whatever, it's really bad too. So, there's a lot of talk about sex, but it doesn't sound like it's natural to these people to talk about it. It's like when Christian people who are raised really fundamentalists then decide to come out into the world, and I mean, to them, all sex talk or swearing or whatever sounds really big deal. And so when they start saying things like that, it sounds big deal to us who we're already in this culture, right? Anyway, and well, there's a lot of people out there that they wouldn't think that I was a part of the mainstream culture, I guess, and because I've heard people say, like, well, when I was young and I'd swear, then they'd say, boy, it sure sounds dirty or whatever when you say it, you know, like they'd really notice it. And I notice it too, when people are just, when they're a part of a more fundamentalist religious sort of culture, and then they decide to try to blend. It's a tough go for a while. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna feed this to. Oh, I wanted to mention lettuce. Now, the other day I was talking about planting the living lettuce and stuff, and I think I said root hairs. I'm not sure. Anyway, you'll want to look up root cap and hydroponic. Root cap and hydroponic growing. I'm half asleep a lot of the time, and it's hard for me to talk. I'm not a talker, I'm a listener. And I'm trying to change that a bit through this, I guess, through just talking to the camera, and then maybe I'll be a talker like James. But I don't know. I think it's pretty late for me. I think I'm better just staying as a listener. But anyway, it's tough for me to communicate through speech. So whenever I do, please look things up. And like if I'm reading a book and I'm trying to read my notes or whatever, look it up. I'm supplying the page numbers. I probably got them right, and you can refer to that. Or, I mean, it's not hard to look up whatever information just to confirm. Anyway, so yeah, I'm very tired right now. I need a nap, but I just want to dye some eggs so that they looked pretty fun anyway, and look like real Easter eggs or whatever, or Nowruz. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. James tried to teach me yesterday, and well, he just said it once, and I guess I didn't quite catch it. Anyway, I'll ask him again today.